The word Genesis has referred to many things over the years, but the earliest would be the Bible, and something about the creation of heaven and earth, and so on. Well, the latest application of Genesis comes from a car company called Genesis. And although not biblical, Genesis is promising human-centered luxury and an everlasting journey. Sheesh, it's just a car. Anyhow, in all seriousness, as we all know, this vehicle began its life as the Hyundai Genesis, a really good car, but Hyundai did little to tell anyone, and it became the forgotten child. And then someone at Hyundai said, hey, other car companies have luxury divisions, why not us? And now we have the Genesis. It all began a couple of years ago with the introduction of the high-end G90. That was followed by the G80, and this week we're checking out the G70. And this vehicle has one job, and that's to put a scare into the Germans.
The G70 is not only the newest model in our lineup, it's our first ever compact luxury sports sedan, which means the car is designed to meet the needs of consumers in that segment who tell us they want something that's fun to drive, has good road holding, good engine performance, but it's of course also stylish and luxurious. And the car will certainly deliver on all those points. Most importantly, in the Canadian market, we sell cars online, we have an at-home delivery service, and we're growing into a separate network of retail showrooms. We currently have 22 retailers across the country, with now 5 boutique showrooms open, and the evolution of the brand will just continue from here.
So we have a one price fixed pricing model. We have all your maintenance included for 5 years. That includes pickup and delivery of your car for maintenance. So it really gets them more comfortable with the brand, with the product, and it's been great so far.
When Hyundai first introduced the Genesis back in around 2009, it knew they were entering a segment dominated by the Germans as well as consumers suffering from brand envy. If it wasn't a BMW, a Mercedes, or an Audi, it wasn't going in the driveway. Well, Hyundai decided to get a little sneaky. They didn't put the badge on the hood. Their thinking was, hey, if they see it in a parking lot or somewhere, they're going to go over and have a much closer look at the vehicle. Well, it's 2018 and the badge is back.
When it comes to the design of the vehicle, there's a lot of elements in the front that are signatures of the Genesis brand. First and foremost is the large crest grille with a crosshatch mesh look. In this sport vehicle, this sport model, we have dark chrome. You see the Genesis wing logo prominently mounted, and there's flowing lines that run from the tips of the wings up through the middle of the hood. And then from the driver's seat, you can see those little hood bulges as you drive along the road, which is always really cool. We've also got blacked out headlight housings with copper bezels. Copper is one of our signature brand colors, so we hide little Easter eggs like that throughout the design.
You know, it's said that women make most of the car buying decisions, and I believe that. So on that note, is a woman, Bonzana Lalova. She is part of the Genesis design team. Her fingerprint is on every bit of this interior. Yes, the car is built in Korea, but she made sure that everything was done properly inside, and it is a success. Luxury, wonderful first-class feel. The seats have got all sorts of combinations of this double-stitched Napa leather. The seats you sit in, well, believe me, they could fit any human being. Now, something that will bring a smile to your face. It's called a 3.3 V6. That's what I'm driving right now. And listen to this. Oh, and I might say, it feels real good too. How do you get them in your car? How do you get them out of a German car and get them into yours?
You know, for Genesis, the large draw is, of course, going to be our brand experience. The fact that we have that simple, transparent pricing, the fact that you can buy online, that you can get at-home service, these are things that aren't available anywhere else in the industry. And if it isn't for the service, the product itself is world-class. Certainly not something that we would expect most of our owners to do with their vehicles. For automotive journalists who are, connoisseurs and well-informed about these things, in order to give them a chance to experience the car's ultimate capabilities in a safe environment, we do sometimes use racing circuits like this for these types of events.
I would say to give us a chance. I think what you'll see is a very open, transparent purchase process. Plus, our cars are designed and built to be amongst the best in the world, and the value can't be beat.
We benchmark against the German 3 in this segment, and we also keep a close eye on our competition at Lexus, but certainly we think we're going to attract a fairly good mix of conquest buyers from other brands, but also new buyers who are maybe coming to the luxury space for the first time, and we hope that we can earn their business and keep them loyal customers for years to come.
Okay, bottom line on the Genesis, it's a good car. It comes at a good price, luxury at its finest, and the promised customer service. But of course, the big challenge remains German brand envy. The other challenge, and Genesis is not alone, the car market is shrinking. Ford has all but abandoned it, and 70% of luxury sales are SUVs. So will the car market, as Ford believes, be dead and buried in the near future? Well, one car executive has a few thoughts on that. He figures that historically, young people don't like the vehicles that mom and dad are driving. Did I hear Buick and Lincoln? Well, what are they driving right now? They're driving SUVs and CUVs. Now, his theory is this, that when they get ready to buy a car, they're going to look at those SUVs and go, they're not cool, but you know, that coupe and that sedan, that could be my ticket. Will it happen? Time will tell.